We'll see if this offensive line is ready for the blitz. Moves to his right. Didn't find much running room there. Picks up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
And I feel like this defense is starting to get in a rhythm and starting to feel it, right? You've seen him take off, have some success, and you know if nothing's open, he wants to run. Defense kind of locked in, didn't give up a big play there. They're kind of dialed into what's going on.
Snapped on fourth down. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. He's got it. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Timeout, Oklahoma. That's their second. They're down to one timeout left in the half. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Snap to the back. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
So the offense accepts the penalty, and they'll get a little farther away from their own end zone. That is a costly penalty on this defense. Now they're dealing with a 2nd and 2. Looking to throw, it's Chambliss. Makes the grab. Touchdown Rebels. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So a drive that started just beyond midfield, only 49 yards, and it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. Deep in the end zone, it's Sategna. He stopped at the 23, a couple of yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Hits inside, it's Blaylock. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
Run game is good, balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more, but sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Still looking to his right. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage. A big third down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Snaps it, and he has to have it. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive, you want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
Looking for a man. It's Chambliss. Bought a little time. Lets it go. Out wide right. It's Odom. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run. Looking to throw. Buying time to his right. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
I love it. The defense brings extra bodies near the line of scrimmage. They choose to blitz, get to him, try to speed up the processor just a little bit, force the scramble, no damage done. Nice job by this defense making him think really quickly and make a decision.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Direct snap. It's incomplete, trying a little razzle-dazzle there, but it'll be third down.
You've got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
If this offense can't capitalize on this field position, they are going to be kicking themselves all the way to the sideline. It's third and goal. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Middle of the end zone, he's got it. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they're on top by 5. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. Fielded in the end zone. It's Sategna. And he's out of bounds at the 24, a yard short of where he would have wound up with the touchback. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. To the air, it's Mateer. Outside the pocket, lets it go. He's got an open man. The Sooners call timeout, and that's their last one. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Big play to start this drive, and they're already out at the 48. It's first down. Fresh set of downs going up top. Throws for the tight end. It's dropped after taking the hit.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Fires left. Pulls it in. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains. Wants to throw on first. Throws to the wideout. Makes the catch. It's Sategna. He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a first down in the red zone. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Lets it fly. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they have a 2-point lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Alexander. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. One more snap coming before halftime. Back to throw, it's Chambliss. Rolls right. On the run, deep down the right side. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion. The Sooners will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Alexander. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. Rebels offense is back on the field. They start this third quarter, one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
To the back. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. And the Rebels moving quickly to the line. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Fires to the right. Finds his man, it's Alexander. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. The Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. Sets his feet, it's Chambliss. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
And I thought the game plan has been so good by this defense, man. They know exactly who his go-to guy is out wide, and they're doing a great job of mixing up coverage, taking that away. Listen, this QB doesn't have to go to him, and that's why I think you look next. Who's your next best playmaker that can make something happen for you? Maybe go find him, because they're locked in on that star out wide.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
And this is why this team is losing this game right now. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times, almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. And the Rebels go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Going to the run, it's Lacy. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
And they stop him there with a tackle for a loss. And how about the run defense in this football game? A lot of coaches, man, they talk about it. Coming into a game, first thing we have to do is stop the run. Both these defenses so far have been up for the challenge.
2nd down, gonna throw it. Under pressure. Unloads in the nick of time.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
And this offense put together a really good drive, man. Like, that was a good drive, but 3rd down in the red zone when the field starts to shrink, they really struggle to try to find a play to get someone open.
It's good. Easy call for the ref. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Sategna. Across the 25 to the 26 before going out of bounds, and that's where the offense will go to work. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Floats it out in space. He'll be dropped.
And that's the beauty of playing zone coverage, man. Everybody has vision on the quarterback. So when he drops to throw and that ball comes out, you should break. As soon as his hand separates from the football, he does, sees the running back in the flat, runs up, and makes sure he gets no yards after that catch.
He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
claws his way ahead. Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play. Offense still out there, lining up quickly on 4th down. Needs it here on 4th down. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Running inside. It's Blaylock.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Snap in the shotgun. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the 3rd down.
Yeah, and because of the pressure, the defense gets pressure on him immediately so quickly that he makes a bad decision, tries to throw it into double coverage. Really nice job pressuring the quarterback up front.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. Now let's take a look at the stats in what has been a nip-and-tuck affair. And it looks as if we are ready to get things started here in the 4th quarter. They converted 4th down earlier on this drive, and now they'll try it again. Got to make the play on 4th. Trying to escape and get it himself. He won't get there. The defense with a 4th down stop.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Back has it. He's got the 1st down, and they did a brilliant job getting them outflanked with the wildcat. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a man. It's Chambliss. Quickly out to the tight end. On the move at the 30. Wide open spaces. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down.
It's amazing in college football, the tight end position and how much has changed. Back in the day, you're a blocking guy, maybe you catch a flat route. Today, these guys have athleticism, and you just saw it from that dude after the catch on that last one.
The explosive play set the table. Now they got to serve the feast. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and
And this is where the offense just breathes. Just take your time, huddle up. I'm in absolutely no hurry. I got the lead. I want to continue to run that clock. No false starts, no penalties. Let that clock tick down, and then punch it in the end zone to add to this lead.
Clock continues to run, and they'll be happy to wind it all the way down before they snap it. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Moves to his right. He'll throw it. And he avoids the sack.
2nd and goal, no dice for this offense. If I'm on offense right now, I'm thinking about who are my mismatches? Who are my big bodies out wide that I can throw them the football and they can make a play over top of somebody?
Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. Snap to the back. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown. Touchdown, Rebels! Lining up for the PAT. And he splits the uprights and pushes the lead to 8 here in the fourth. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Coming out with it, it's Sategna. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. After giving up that score on the last possession, now they need a touchdown and the 2-point conversion to tie things up. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking downfield, it's Mateer. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Right side, it's Blaylock. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. The Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. Right, the option, he keeps it. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options. He's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Kept it on the ground, now they'll throw. Can hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
And this is a tough spot now to be in for this offense because it's 3rd and long. The defense knows you have to pass the football, so they're going to be playing conservative. So what's your play you can dial up? Maybe get half of this back. Like, I know the clock is ticking, but I got to make sure that I maybe cut this down and make it a...
Gonna take a shot. He holds it in, and nobody's close. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
They moved him forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. To the air, it's Mateer. Touchdown Sooners! And they take it in for 6 more points. They'll try to get the 2, knot this thing up, and maybe push us into overtime. On the option. He's not going to make it in as this defense comes up with the stop on the 2-point conversion to hold on to their lead. 70 seconds left, and they line up for this all-important onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. So we've got a tight spot here, David. They'd love to run out the clock, but all those timeouts staring at them.
Yeah, they got 3 timeouts on defense, but I know a first down ends this football game. So I got to get my guys physical, ready to roll.
Yeah, because you know this defense is going to be playing the run. They're going to be loading the box, trying to get tackles, using their timeouts to get the football back. So this is going to come down to who's better in the trenches.
Back to pass on second down. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. Timeout, Oklahoma. That's their second. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the fourth quarter.
Punt is on its way. Looking for room. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Moving the pocket, it's Mateer. Unloads to the wideout. Incomplete, a 50-50 ball won by no one that time.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Second down to the air. Unloads it left. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be third down.
Third and long, defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they're going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. You better get rid of this one quick.
Left side is Harris. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. He's trying to get them set quickly. They have to get the ball into field goal range. Got a man in the middle. He's loose. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Oklahoma. And inside a minute to go, and they've got the lead. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 5. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the clutch late score that almost certainly will be the game winner. On the return, it's Alexander. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Sets his feet, it's Knight. They're all over him, and he gets rid of it.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before, and I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Out of the backfield, he's open. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Fresh setter down's going to the air. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left. This will be the last play of the game and the last chance they have maybe to win it at the gun. He wants a big play here late. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do